This is going to be a sort of walkthrough to how I did the Grizz challenge. So first of all, I went straight to C. I put the claymore there because there's always one or two bots that sort of come around the corner, and it's better than just leaving it empty. So as soon as I captured C, I would run through here. It's faster to go this route instead of to the left, I think, and pop straight out to take them out on B. You had to kill them on B because as soon as they capture that, you might as well end the game, because if you capture it back, then you're going to win too quickly, and if you don't capture it back, then they're going to win. So the amount of times I ended this game because ended like random matches because they would capture B was, especially when it's about halfway through and you've spent a lot of time on it, it's quite annoying. But yeah, just I put the Guardian down. You get about 4 or 5 in total if you manage to do this. And yeah, so you will get the 1 or 2 that come around the corner going for C. So as soon as you get the K9s and the Swarm, I would normally call in the K9s, and then about halfway through them being out for their full amount of time, I would call in the Swarm then, because they're not really enough to hold B and C on their own, the dogs. You will get a lot of instances where it's random, and no matter how well you do the tactic, it just won't work. They'll cap B or they'll cap C. So it does take persistence, and it took me about quite a few hours to get this. In fact, I had a game where I had about 240 kills, and I thought that was good enough to submit. So while I was uploading it, I carried on playing this because it's funner than online, and it wouldn't mess up the connection. And I managed to get this game. So it's just all about constantly trying the tactic, because no matter how well you pull it off, you're gonna have times where it doesn't work. And you have to be careful as well with the spawns. So if you push too far on the left side, towards higher up than where B is, they will spawn on my right, and as soon as they spawn at C, it's over then. If you don't have a Guardian there, or kill streaks out. You have to, you can lose C once or twice. Obviously you can't lose B at all this entire time, because you've got to keep the match going as long as possible, so that's got to stay neutral. But if they capture C, it's not the end of the world. If you can keep B neutral and go and cap it back, they will be a few points ahead, which, the perfect way to do this tactic is to have your points and their points like 30-31, like it is, well, nearly like it is now. Keep it as neutral as possible. Sorry, keep it as even as possible, and only cap B when you're at about 90, 95-ish, around there. Obviously, the longer you leave it, the riskier it is. And on this game, actually, the death that I got was really close to the end, so I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get to B in time and capture it. Or, I'd get there and then die stupidly. And if you die as well, I would say if you die before 50 to 75 points, then, and it was going well before that, I think it would still be a waste of time to carry on, because you really need to keep the kill streaks out at all times. I mean, there will be a point where after you've gotten the dogs and Swarm maybe twice, they'll just keep sort of replenishing themselves. But if you can't get to that point, then you might as well end it and just try it again. I would say if you go any further than the middle of the map where I am now, since there's 9 opponents, it's gonna be just like ground war, and the spawns will be all erratic, and they'll start spawning on your half of the map. And yeah, I would recommend staying in the middle, but they're not normally on B side. They normally come around more on the right, so that's why I often push down here now and just peek out the corner. You see, right now, even at times like that, when I don't push past the middle, they'll spawn behind, and that's part of the risk that you take. But really, I'm sure if a lot of people played this more, really, tried to get down the tactic, I'm sure somebody would beat my score. I saw that the 3rd and 2nd place had both done this tactic as well, and they'd both obviously done well doing it. So another thing is, when you replenish your claymores and guardians and things, I would always put them on corners near flags. So I'd put them on C, or stop them coming out of an alley towards the side bit there coming over to B. Overall, this was a lot of fun to do. It's a nice change from public, and I think I'll enter the next challenge, you know, as long as it was as fun as this one. I probably spent in total 4 or 5 hours maybe. So, you know, if you're getting bored of Black Ops 2 multiplayer, or just Black Ops 2 in general, I would say give this a go. Like, I had never done a challenge to this prior, and it was a change for me, and I really preferred it to just spending those 4 or 5 hours of multiplayer. So I think that's everything I had to say about it. It was just, you know, obviously use your pistol a lot when they're on B, and keep them defended using Guardians, Claymores, get the kill streaks as soon as you can. It is sort of pointless me telling you this now when the challenge is over, but I just thought I'd let people know, since, you know, quite a lot of people yesterday, I got some dislikes, about 20 I think, on yesterday's video, and that was a sped up version of this, and I didn't explain it or anything, my tactic. It was just, I just uploaded it as sort of proof that I had, you know, proof for the challenge. So now that I've, I guess, sort of explained the tactic, I mean, I've explained it as best as I can. It's just, hopefully this is more entertaining than, you know, a 2-minute sped up version of this gameplay. And that's pretty much everything I had to say about it, so I will end it here, and you can carry on watching if you like. Depending on how fun the next challenges are, I will enter those and, you know, try and make videos on them. If you lot want to see that, then great, and that's everything. Farewell.
Shot is good. That's a kill. I'm out. He's done. Target down.
Canine unit on standby. Swarm awaiting orders. Swarm inbound. Friendly canine unit in your AO. Timeline in jeopardy. Pick it up. Guardian ready for deployment. Securing B. B lockdown. Guardian ready to deploy.
Shot is good.
We're winning this fight. Operation complete. Nice job, squad.